The birthday gift that changed everything. The day that should have been perfect. Marcus Hill had never liked his birthday. At 32, it reminded him too much of everything he had lost and not enough of what he had gained. But this year, something felt different. The morning sun slipped gently through his apartment window in South Atlanta, painting the walls with a warm golden glow. Today felt calm. Too calm. His phone buzzed on the bedside table. A message from his wife, Tasha. "Happy birthday, babe. 2 hearts today will be special." Marcus smiled faintly. Tasha had been acting strange for weeks. Secretive phone calls, disappearing for hours, whispering with her best friend Monique. He told himself she was just planning something nice. In the kitchen, his 8-year-old daughter, Kayla, ran toward him. "Daddy, Daddy, today is your big day," she shouted, wrapping her arms around his legs. Marcus scooped her up. "You gonna make me cake?" She giggled. "Mommy already did." That made him smile. Still, a strange tight feeling pulled at his chest. Across town, Tasha sat in the passenger seat of a car, gripping a small box on her lap. Inside it was the gift she had hidden for 2 months. The gift she prayed would not destroy her family. Her hands were shaking. Monique glanced at her. "You sure you want to do this today?" Tasha swallowed hard. "It has to be today." By evening, the small backyard behind Marcus's apartment was filled with music, laughter, and the smell of grilled chicken. Neighbors pulled up chairs. Kids ran around with balloons. Old R&B songs played softly in the background. For the first time in years, Marcus felt surrounded by love. His younger brother, Darius, slapped him on the back. "Big bro. 32 look good on you." Marcus laughed. "Man, you still owe me money." Darius grinned. "After tonight, you might be the rich one." Marcus frowned. "What's that supposed to mean?" Darius just smiled and walked away. That uneasy feeling returned. Tasha watched Marcus from across the yard, forcing a smile. The box sat inside her purse like a ticking bomb. Pastor Lewis from their church arrived. Their landlord came. Even Marcus's mother, who hadn't visited in months, showed up. Everything looked perfect. Too perfect. Finally, Monique clinked her glass with a spoon. "Everybody. It's time for gifts." Cheers filled the yard. Marcus sat in the center, Kayla on his lap, smiling as neighbors handed him shirts, shoes, watches, and envelopes. Then Tasha stood up. The entire yard fell silent. Tasha walked slowly toward Marcus. Her steps were heavy. Her eyes were glassy with unshed tears. "This gift," she said softly, "is not like the others." Marcus chuckled nervously. "You scaring me now." She knelt in front of him and placed the box in his hands. "Open it." The yard went quiet. Marcus opened the box. Inside was a DNA test result envelope. The paper slipped from his fingers and fell to the ground. A whisper ran through the crowd. "DNA." Tasha's voice broke. "Kayla is not your biological daughter." The world exploded. Marcus stood up so fast the chair fell backward. "What did you just say?" Tasha burst into tears. "I never planned for it to happen like this. I was young. I was scared." Kayla clutched Marcus's shirt. "Daddy." Marcus looked at the child he had loved for 8 years. His knees buckled. Darius stepped forward. "She told you because the real father just got out of prison." The sky darkened. The birthday gift had changed everything. The backyard that was once full of laughter became silent like a graveyard. Even the music had stopped. Neighbors stood frozen, unsure of what to say or do. Marcus stared at Tasha like she was a stranger. "You let me raise another man's child for 8 years?" he asked slowly, his voice shaking. Tasha dropped to her knees. "I loved you, Marcus. I still do. I was scared to lose you." Before Marcus could reply, a tall man stepped through the gate. Tattoos ran down his arms, and his eyes were cold. "That little girl in there is mine," the man said boldly. Marcus turned. Who are you? The man smirked. Name's Raymond. I just got out. Tasha's scream broke the silence. Raymond, I told you not to come. Raymond's eyes moved to Kayla. That's my blood. Marcus's fists tightened. For the first time in years, he felt real fear. Marcus left the party that same night. He didn't pack clothes. He didn't say goodbye. He just walked into the darkness with his heart in pieces. Tasha followed him barefoot into the street. Marcus, please come back. He stopped but didn't turn. You killed me tonight, he said quietly. Not with cheating. With lying every day for 8 years. Inside the house, Kayla cried until she slept with her backpack on. That night, Marcus slept in his car. And the family he knew was officially broken. 3 days later, Raymond showed up again. I want joint custody, he told Tasha. And I want access to my daughter. Tasha trembled. You left me when I was pregnant. Raymond leaned close. Now I'm back. And I don't take no for an answer. Kayla watched from the doorway, holding her teddy bear. Later that night, she whispered, Mommy, is Daddy coming back? Tasha had no answer. Marcus stopped going to work. His boss called. His friends called. He ignored them all. He sat alone in his empty apartment, staring at Kayla's drawings still taped to the wall. I was a real father, he whispered. Blood or not. His brother Darius showed up. You gonna die like this? Darius asked. Marcus wiped his face. I lost everything on my birthday. No, Darius said. You lost lies. Now it's time to find truth. Court papers arrived one morning. Raymond was demanding full custody. Tasha called Marcus in tears. He wants to take her away. Marcus closed his eyes. She's my daughter too. But you're not her real father, she whispered. Marcus replied firmly. Love made me her father. One stormy evening, Kayla disappeared. Police searched. Neighbors searched. Finally, she was found at the park, soaked, shaking, sitting alone on a swing. When Marcus arrived, she ran into his arms. Please don't leave me, Daddy. Marcus held her tightly as rain fell on them both. From that moment, Marcus knew one thing clearly. No DNA could erase a real father's love. The courtroom was cold, silent, and full of tension. Marcus sat on one side with his lawyer. Tasha sat on the other, shaking. Raymond leaned back confidently, smiling like he had already won. The judge adjusted her glasses. We are here to decide the custody of a minor child, Kayla Johnson. Raymond stood first. I am the biological father. I served my time. I deserve my daughter. Marcus's lawyer stood next. Marcus Hill has raised this child since birth. He fed her, taught her, protected her. Blood did not raise her. Love did. The judge looked at Marcus. Do you still wish to fight for custody, knowing the truth now? Marcus stood slowly. That little girl calls me Daddy, and I will never abandon her. Tasha broke down in tears. That night, Raymond followed Tasha home. You better not mess this up in court, he warned. Tasha trembled. You only want her to hurt Marcus. Raymond slapped the wall beside her head. I want what's mine. Kayla watched silently from the stairs. Fear moved into the house. In court again, the judge shocked everyone. I will hear from the child. Kayla walked slowly to the front. Her voice was small but clear. Marcus is my daddy. He reads me stories. He helps me with homework. He never makes me scared. The courtroom went silent. Raymond stood up angrily. She's a child. She doesn't know what she's saying. The judge raised her gavel. But she knows who loves her. Marcus trusted Darius with everything. But one night, Marcus overheard a phone call. Yeah, Raymond. I sent you Marcus's work address. Marcus froze. His own brother had betrayed him. 2 nights later, Marcus was attacked while closing his shop. 3 men surrounded him. "You should have stayed out of this," one said. Marcus fought back but fell. Sirens wailed in the distance. The men ran. At the hospital, Marcus woke to see Kayla holding his hand. "Daddy, don't go," she whispered. His heart broke all over again. For the first time in years, Tasha stood up for herself. She walked into the police station and reported Raymond. Threats, stalking, intimidation. Raymond was arrested that same night. Darius was exposed. Blood did not protect him from truth. The courtroom was packed. The judge stood and spoke clearly. Marcus Hill is awarded permanent guardianship. Raymond Johnson will have no access due to criminal behavior and endangerment. Kayla screamed with joy. "Daddy!" Marcus dropped to his knees and held her tightly. Tears fell freely. Months passed. Marcus returned to work. Kayla returned to school with pride. But Tasha still stood at a distance. One evening, she said softly, "Can I ever earn my place back?" Marcus answered honestly, "You broke me. But we can rebuild, slowly." Darius lost his job, lost his friends, lost his pride. He came to Marcus with tears. "I was jealous of your life," he admitted. Marcus forgave him, but trust was not rebuilt. Kayla stood in a graduation gown. Marcus sat in the front row, crying proudly. She walked to the microphone. "The man who raised me is my real father." The room erupted in applause. That night, Kayla handed Marcus a box. Inside was adoption paperwork. She smiled. "I choose you forever." Marcus hugged her tightly. Some gifts destroy lives. Others rebuild them.